Whoa.
Okay, so this is what my hair looks like. I just blow dried it after I showered. It's pretty straight, nothing to it. I'm going to wave it, so it's gonna look kind of like Maddie's.
Mine has a little sweat in it, so it got a little straight.
She's gonna style her hair. I'm gonna show you how I wave my hair. I use this Bedhead Wave Artist on Amazon. It lasts in my hair until I wash it. Sometimes 6 days, sometimes 9 days. All I have to do is brush it out, throw in a little spray or oil, and it looks good as new. You can put it in ponytails, you can put it in more braids. It just looks good all the time. So this is my favorite thing to do to my hair because it's fast. I have a ton of hair, so anything takes a really long time to do, but this is the fastest thing I can do.
I'm gonna do some half up braid style thing.
I'm spraying a heat protectant in my hair right now. Most of my products are the brand AG. It's a professional line. This is Deflect Heat Protectant Spray. I love AG because it doesn't have fillers and phthalates and all the nasty things. It doesn't have any of that. So my hair is very thick. I have to do it in 3 or 4 sections. If your hair is not as thick, you can probably get away with 1 or 2. I kind of start right above my ears. I use this bath pack comb, holds all my hair up in one go. I always split my hair in half, bring it all forward, and the hair that I'm done with I put in the back, and then I kind of know where I'm at. So this has an open and lock. I unlock it and I keep the flat side up at the top. So flat side at the top, just a quick crimp and down and crimp and down. And you can kind of feel where the last crimp ended, where you start your new one. It's very fast. You don't need to leave it on for very long. Obviously I'm moving very quick. I got my whole hair strand done there in like 4 clamps. It's on low, so you don't need to put it on very high, clearly. And I think a trick with waving is you want to kind of over direct your hair so that it doesn't look like you just waved it. When I mean over direct, pull it up above where the hair comes out of your head. Clamp. And you don't need to worry too much about these bottom layers because you're not really going to see them. They're just under your hair. So make all your mistakes now. If you drop it, just grab it and throw it back in. Really doesn't matter what you're doing here. And I just keep grabbing. I'm not grabbing too small of pieces. I'm just making sure that everything is getting done. And the pieces closer to your face, the less crimpy you want them. Unless you're going for like an 80s throwback, which we're not. We're just looking for nice wavy hair. And you can even leave out your ends if you don't want them. But see how fast that curls up by your ear. You don't want it to get too crazy. But look how much texture that gave my hair just in a few seconds compared to this side. So then I just keep that back and start on to the next side. I'm gonna try not to burn Maddie here.
I'm gonna do some half up buns with braids. So I parted off the section for where I want my braids, and then I put the rest in a pony so that I don't accidentally put that inside my braid. I have here some elastics. This makes me very happy. I'm gonna leave out a piece up here so it can have a little bit cuteness and I don't look like slicked back. I don't like that look. You take 3 pieces here. And I'm gonna do a Dutch braid, so we take the top piece underneath first, then the bottom piece underneath, top piece underneath. And then you start adding the rest of it with it. So you take the next piece underneath and bring it in. Top piece, bring it in. And you gotta be underneath for the Dutch braid. Can't go over top, that's French braid. We grab this bottom piece. Underneath. Top piece underneath. And keep it pretty tight at this point until you get to the back of your head. Underneath. And then you get your last piece that you want underneath. And then you just hold it tight. I like to pull it out a little so it's not slicked in there. Then you put an elastic around all this hair that you used in your braid. And leave it for now.
And while she's doing that, I'm on my second layer. This layer I'm getting all funky with things. I'm turning the iron different directions. I'm taking big pieces and small pieces. I'm just really giving the hair texture down in here.
And you take your 3 pieces again. Start with this top piece, take it under. Bottom piece, take it under. Top piece starts grabbing. Don't do too thick of pieces so you won't really see it much of the braid. Bottom, underneath, top, underneath, underneath, and hold it and pull out. Don't pull too hard. And the elastic. That was so close. And you let it all out. And you're gonna make your buns now. I pulled it out a little too much here. But hold this tight. It's pretty messy look here. So I'm gonna take the rest of it and fold it and wrap it around. Then you take some bobby pins and just shove them wherever you can.
Shove them in there.
It's quite crazy looking.
These pieces by your face, especially these front ones, right here, you're really careful. Climb those really fast.
And then you can take out an elastic just to keep it in place and put it over just one time. And the other side, fold it, wrap it around. Cute. And start. Are you turning me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you start shoving the bobby pins everywhere. This is like a hair you'd want to do to a festival or something. Take your elastic.
3.
One time wrap it. And then this is day 2 waves, so you'll probably want to put some new waves in just to freshen up.
And I flip my wand over just to give it a little bit different wave. This kind of gives it some bumpy texture. I don't love this wave as much, but since I'm not on the top layer, I don't care too much still. I'm just trying to give it some dimension. You don't want to do too much of the same thing, or then you start to look like it's too uniform. So I just kind of go all different directions, turn it upside down, do big chunks, small chunks. It all just changes it up a little bit. But I don't typically do this side up because it leaves little creases. But I'm trying to give this layer some more volume. And then the top layer, I'll do it the other direction. With the ends, you don't want to go too far down. I try to not get the very ends in it because they can start to look a little crazy.
If you're thinking about going blonde, this will happen to you.
What?
Short
Break?
hair.
Oh, I know.
So, I mean, it's worth it, but just know that part of your hair is gonna fall out.
So what products do you use to try and help with that?
My favorite thing I use is they gave me AG Hair Care Cocoa. It's nut milk conditioning spray. So you spray it in your hair after you shower and use so usually my hair is pretty like roughed up after the shower. Can't brush it right away. So I need to spray this first and then I let it sit and then I brush my hair because it makes it soft. Lightweight cocoa nourishes hair like a superfood smoothie. Coconut oil, coconut fruit extract, macadamia extract, and mango seed butter help detangle, strengthen, and hydrate, leaving hair feeling soft and manageable. The silicone-free formula is ideal for medium to thick hair types or those prone to knots. Oh, shake.
Oh, I'm not shaking. Uh-oh. Okay, what I'm doing here, this is the crown of my head. So this is the part that's going to be all over the back of my hair. You know, I took 2 sections from both sides of my top layer and put those together, and I'm going to do those this way so that I give them some volume together so that you don't have a big butt crack in the back of your head. You know? No one loves a butt crack in the back of your head. This hurt's gonna hurt.
It's really hot.
Can you feel it?
It's illuminating heat.
Illuminating. Oh. And this top section is the most important because it's the one that you're gonna see the most. So the best advice is to do it quick because the faster or the longer that you do it, the bigger the waves you're gonna be. And I'd rather you have less wavy waves than 2 wavy waves. And especially with this front click, do it quick because you can get a harsh line there. So literally just click, move on with that top one because you get that line from the edge of the waver. And still keep it kind of pulled out. If you've been seeing how I've been organizing kind of the sections and knowing where I'm at, I keep the sections I've done behind my shoulders and the sections that I need to do in front. So then I kind of know where I've been. See how quick this is? Like I can do my whole head and it's so fast. And if I don't do it in this many sections, this is me being pretty particular. I can do it in like 10 minutes if I do it in like 2 chunks. But then I tried to avoid that line right at the front. I think I did a pretty good job at the top. And then I just have big wavy waves. And see how the ends are pretty straight still? You can leave it kind of messy and big. My first day is always very big because my hair is so large. So I take some of this oil from AG, put some in my hands, and just run it through. This adds shine. This helps the breakage not as much when I brush it through the next day or the next day or the next day or day 6. But I like to get it right there on the ends, make them nice and smooth. And then you can take some pins. So So this is what I'll typically do on the first day because it's so large, and like who's going anywhere that needs hair this large? I don't live in Texas. I'll grab a pin and pin it back, or do it on both sides, and it kind of keeps it out of my face so I don't tuck it behind my ears. And you're on day 5 and your hair is just kind of flat. Brush through it, it'll look like this but much flatter. I just take spray, hold it up like this, get the spray under it. That'll help give it some volume. See how large that is now? But that helps when you've already slept on it for 4 nights, and this hair will last you many days. You can put it up in a scrunchie, and it's cute. You can do buns like Madi. You can do a half pony. So many things just with this one little $20 tool. And 20 minutes of your time. Even with long, thick hair. If your hair's not long or thick, you should be able to do it in half the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all we've got for you.